The Lango sub-region is mourning the death of one of its most respected cultural leaders, Yosam Odur Ebii. The Paramount Chief of Lango, known as Nyaci, passed away at the age of 99. He died on Monday morning at Lira University Teaching Hospital, where he had been admitted for nearly a week. According to Jacob Ochen, spokesperson of the Lango Cultural Foundation, the late Paramount Chief was initially admitted after suffering from malaria, but later developed a severe cough that worsened his condition.
His Highness Odur Ebii served Lango with unwavering dedication, wisdom, and a deep commitment to the promotion of our culture in Lango, peace and unity, and socio-economic development. Mzee's over 2 years, 2 decades of leadership laid the foundation for cultural revival and stability, not only in the Lango sub-region, but even in the neighboring region. In adherence to the national and cultural protocol of Lango, the Lango Cultural Foundation has formally informed His Excellency the President, Yoweri Museveni, who famously referred to His Highness as his brother. He is already informed. All the other relevant government ministries have been informed of this sad event that has occurred to the Lango people. The Lango Cultural Foundation appreciates the long-standing support and recognition extended by the government of His Excellency the President to the institution of the Nyaci of Lango. The passing of our Nyaci is an immense loss, not just for the Lango people, but for the whole nation. He was a pillar of peace, as you have already heard what all the speakers have said this morning here. He was a cultural leader. He strengthened the culture of Lango, and he was a source of guidance for all of us. At this moment of mourning, we stand united in grief, even as we commit to upholding the values he championed. I would like to say one final thing. The burial of His Highness Nyaci Yosam Odur Ebii is in the hands of Lango Cultural Foundation. We don't want to hear any masquerading groups pretending to be taking charge of this event. That will be a provocation, which we have already said we don't want. We want to lay Mzee in peace, and we call upon all the Lango people to give us a chance, be part of this process. Let us respect Mzee as some of us respected him in life and in death.
Mzee Yosam had served as the Paramount Chief since 2003, gaining respect for his efforts to promote peace, unity, and cultural preservation among the Lango people.
Yosam kept on insisting that we should talk to the people, the rival group. Yosam then said he wanted to leave the office of Nyaci. Okay? But he did not want to leave when there were factions. So he indicated when he wanted to step down. And then said, can we have a program that will lead to his stepping down? And he drew up that program. But unfortunately, another group did not like that abdication program. But his key, the key things I remember him with is the fact that he was always insisting on unity. He was always insisting on the health of the population. And of course, his rallying cry was Kuch, which is peace, unity, Note, which is unity, and of course, as an elder, he would want children so that the society can continue. So he always preached that. Those three guiding items became his rallying cry up to his what? Up to his end. So I remember him as a man of peace, who preached peace, a man who preached unity, and a man who was interested in the future of the Lao nation. First and foremost, when an elder of importance like this passes on, we should come together to celebrate his life, to ensure that we give him a befitting send-off, a proper burial for a person of that. So the first thing is, irrespective of our views about Yosam, I would call upon the Lango and indeed sympathizers in Uganda to come together to ensure that we give him a befitting send-off.
In recent years, however, a leadership dispute arose, leading to the formation of the Lango Cultural Institution. In 2024, Engineer Michael Moses Odong Okune was elected the Paramount Chief, a move contested by Mzee Odur and some aligned clan leaders, resulting in several court cases. One of these cases was scheduled for hearing on the November 10th.
Yosam has been so instrumental. He's a peacemaker and a peace builder. I recall when we were in the council, each time he came to talk, he would mention the word peace. That's why in his slogans, he talks of he wants peace, he wants health, and he wants childbirth. Those were his slogans. Now I recall during the time of the insurgency, when the NRA had just come into power, there was a rebellion by the northern part of Uganda against Museveni's rule. Now, people of northern Uganda collected and they went to war with the intention of capturing the airport at Soroti. So many young boys, young people were involved in this crisis. They stayed there for months and fighting to take over the airport. There was a lot of death caused by the insurgency at that place. But Yosam, being the peacemaker he is, decided by his own to go and call back these young men to come back and abandon war. So he had to walk all the way from Teboke, his home, up to Soroti to go and persuade these boys, these young men, to come back and abandon war. I remember at that time I was at Apache. We were involved in those things, and I recall some of them even went up to us there trying to lobby for support. But through Yosam, they were told to abandon war. When he reached Soroti, he met some of the rebel leaders. I recall one of them was now retired Colonel Dano Piro, who was one of the commanders. Now, he went even up to, they retreated up to Nakabela. Now from there, I think they were chased from the airport by a helicopter gunship, which drove them away from that ground. Yosam maneuvered and reached them and tried to persuade them to come back.
The news of his passing has prompted an outpouring of condolences on social media. Patricia Acheng Ogwang, a politician, expressed her grief, saying, "I'm deeply saddened by the passing of Apap Yosam Odur Ebii, a devoted cultural leader and true son of the land. His unwavering love for our heritage and tireless efforts to uphold the dignity and unity of the Lango people will be forever remembered." Mzee Yosam Odur Ebii leaves behind a legacy of cultural leadership and dedication to the Lango people. His contributions to peace, unity, and the preservation of Lango traditions will be remembered for generations to come. Story compiled by Amony, Immaculate, Uganda Radio Network, Lango Sub-Region.